All right, Activision. I'm going to try and make this brief. But, yeah, so user trying to embed it back and fix the problem, and you're saying that the lag problem is starting to subside and it's server-side issues, and you're just gaslighting the community. It's clearly a cheater, and I can prove it. I'm going to prove it in a minute when I show you some footage. But before we get into the footage, I just want to say you really need to address your anti-cheat. You need to scrap RICOSHIT, because that's all it is. It's just a shit PR gimmick. We all know it is. It's blatantly obvious. It doesn't stop anybody. It occasionally might pick up on a couple of cheaters, but if you look at the numbers of people cheating compared to the numbers that it's catching, it's horrendous. You recently bragged, I think, about having 280,000 cheaters. We've banned 280,000 accounts. That could be only 15 cheaters. They've just got that many accounts. But regardless, I digress. For a company to try and brag that they've got rid of 280 cheaters, do you not think, as a company, you shouldn't have 280,000 cheaters? Do you not think, as a player base, we don't look and think, fuck, nearly over 250,000 people are cheating in a game? What about the ones that haven't been caught? You ever think about that? Probably not. Right. So, this is a guy called ITSHAPA. I know him well. He used to be a cheater. And then he decided to turn over a leaf, stop cheating, play legit. And he exposes people on the almost the daily for cheating. And he explains why they're cheating, how they're cheating, and basically how Activision could combat it, or the things that Activision could look at to combat the cheaters. And obviously, I mean, I don't know if Activision are watching the videos or not, but they really should. The RICOSHIT team will probably learn more watching a HAPA video in 15 minutes than what they're currently doing now. But anyways, I'm going to let HAPA obviously speak in a minute. I'm not going to watch the entire video. I will leave a link in his video for his video and his channel down below in the description of this video. And I'm going to do a tweet and I'll tag him in that as well, so you can check him out. Obviously, the fella knows what he's on about. So, you know, take whatever he says as like gospel. Like, at the end of the day, he has the proof to back it up, the knowledge to back it up. But anyway, like I said, let's just watch the video. I'll let HAPA talk.
Call of Duty has a major problem. The server crashing tool.
Now, as you can see, he's tweeted out, hackers now have a tool built into their Call of Duty chiefs that allow them to disconnect any player from the game. That is what I'm going to prove in a minute when you see me get some kills of my footage. And the next bit I want to show you is that this is where they basically, this part here is where hackers can go in and individually pick a person. And this bit here is where they can crash the server for everybody.
In the last few weeks, and this is what they sent me.
So as you can see, it's got the Blaze of Glory, which is what, maybe 2 weeks ago or a week ago event, whatever it was.
Now, obviously, this was recent, as is.
And as you can see by that footage, the cheater goes in and basically crashes the server for everybody. So, on to the next bit. Oh, bear with me. Bear with me, because I need to get my my video up. There we go. So, this is obviously, this is Clash. And as you're going to see by Clash, as you can see, it's super laggy. Super laggy. Now, when the game starts, seems like it's okay up to this point. It starts lagging. As you can see, it's lagging. Then on top of that, you'll notice that it's lagging at the very start of the game, and then 3 players get kicked. The 3 players get kicked. Now, this doesn't come up as RICOSHIT, but it comes up as right. Actually, wait, I want to touch on something here. So, if you look, yeah, we'll play from you a second. If you look at the side, it says that a player's timed out, right? And that's important. That's going to be important for later on, because I don't know if this guy's the cheater. So if you watch, oh no, it's laggy. I thought I'd pause the video. Right. Man, why is it? I'm trying to get that name in clear. Trying to get this name in clear. Right. As you can see there, it says your _ so _ bad ZXZ has timed out. Now that's important for a little bit later on. So it says that he's timed out, right? Now, as you can see, it's super laggy. And then a guy gets timed out, it disconnects on mine called Puek. And then obviously vaccine as well. As you can see, the vaccine is disconnected. And then another guy disconnects as well called Profuse. He gets disconnected. And then if you look, the lag stopped. Now the lag stopped now all of a sudden. I mean, I died because that was bad shooting by me. But basically, as you can see, the lag stopped. Now this is me a little bit further down in the game. As you can see, there's like actual players all around me, mainly on my team. There's a couple of players flying in the air, which you'll see in a minute. My shooting's pretty bad, you know, because I'm a console player and I'm not cheating. And this is what a normal aim looks like, to a degree. Obviously, I have better moments. Yeah, the guns I'm using at the minute, I am trying to level up the new ones. It's the FFA and the LC10. Obviously, attachments on that I have at the minute aren't currently great. And currently that good. But as you can see, you know, the game's running pretty smooth and it's not lagging at all. Let me just go in and kill this guy here. So as you can see, no issue with disconnects or lag, right? And we're about, I don't know, 6 minutes into the game. Now, as you can see on the UAV at the minute, in the top left-hand corner, you'll notice there's 2 red dots. I think one's down below. My teammate killed him, or a teammate killed him. Then there's another one with a little arrow above the head. Sorry, the quality's not the greatest. I'm still currently trying to mess around with my OBS studios to make my footage look a little bit better. But as you can see, I knew he was there, so I popped around the corner. Boop, 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 got him. Now, I don't know if that guy is a cheater, because it depends on the timing. Oh, I went a bit too far back. So, boop, boop, boop. That guy's called Weird a Boy 1840. And obviously, you know, I killed him. I'm not really ranking up that many kills. I'm on 7 at the minute, that's about it. And then there's a guy in the distance here. Now, the guy in the distance here is that guy that apparently disconnected at the, or timed out, or whatever it said, at the start of the game, which is called Bad Boy, You're So Bad. So obviously he's at range. Obviously the FFA is super shaky without the right attachments on it. But I get him. And as you can see at the bottom of the screen there, inverted brackets ghost, and then your _ so _ bad X and ZXZ, right? That's the guy that apparently timed out at the start of the game. And then my PlayStation crashed. Anyway, so I'll play it in its entirety. So as you can see, and this isn't the first and only game as well that this has happened. There's loads of games where I've shot somebody and then I instantly get kicked. Now, don't know if this is, you know, I don't know if Activision trying to claim this is a bug. We're going to fix it, but this is 100% too much of a coincidence not to be cheaters doing something nefarious. Because it just so happens ITSHAPA brings to light that cheaters can kick individual players, and ITSHAPA brings to light that that players can crash servers and make it super laggy. And here we are on Season 4, Day 1, cheaters just basically ruining the game. Right, let me just close that down. Right, so where's my controller? There it is. So on my PlayStation as well, I have some footage on my PlayStation. So here's some more. So, as you can see, game's not lagging at all. It's running smooth, killing people, getting killed off people. But I thought that flower was a thingy. I thought that flower was somebody, because I could hear somebody shooting, but I couldn't see them. You know, as you can see, I'm moving around. There doesn't seem to be much lag, right? Or there's not like a massive amount of lag. Then I kill this player, right? Oh no, don't kill that player, sorry. That player slammed me. Right, that player slammed me. He was robbing us or something. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is the game is running smooth, and as you can see, the game is still running smooth. Now, I think what happens is some people have the lag settings set properly so that it's in close proximity to the specific player using it. So if players get within about 10 or 15 meters of them, they start lagging. And some players who are using the cheat have maybe the default setting, and that's set to, like, say, 600 meters, which would explain that sometimes the entire game lags, and then sometimes the game won't lag until the player's near you, and you're about to see exactly what I mean. So you've seen that the game is completely fine, it's lag-free, and then all of a sudden, look, it starts lagging like crazy. Now, notice there's a guy in a helicopter. If you look on the mini-map, in the top left-hand corner, there's a guy right there next to my teammate, and my teammate kills him. Watch. So see, my teammate killed 711 Roy 123. I mean, Roy 123. Can you get a more basic? I've just quickly made this account name. But anyway, he kills that guy. Now look, the lag stops. The lag stops instantly. The lag instantly stops. And I think it's because that guy's maybe got the cheat refined, and because when he's died, he's went back to the start position. Because if you look, there's another enemy near us, and we're not lagging, right? So it's not a case of it's enemies. However, I start lagging in a minute. Look, see the guy on the other corner. There's a guy on the buy machine on the minimap, and another guy near him, and then also there's a guy right on my teammate. And I think that might be the guy who got killed is basically spawning, because he's spawning with a parachute, and he's flew back and went straight to my teammate. Because if you watch, in a minute, look, start lagging like fucking crazy again. Start lagging like crazy again, and it's to the point where there's nothing you can do. You just stood, and it's just ruining your game. Another reason why I think it's the cheaters as well, or it's another reason why I think cheaters are doing this, is because if it was an Activision problem and it was an online Activision issue with their servers and their connection, then why is it I went and played Zombies? Because obviously I got pissed off with multiplayer. I went and played Zombies, and when I went and played Zombies, I played Zombies for about 5 hours. And the 5 hours I played Zombies, maybe not 5 hours, but not far off. The 5 hours I went and played Zombies, because I went to finish leveling these guns up. It never lagged once. The server never lagged. There wasn't any jerking issues. There wasn't any stutter. There wasn't any, like, you know, when you in a Caldera, I think it was, where you wore the wrong, if you put the wrong calling card on or something like that, it'd move and it'd go as you were jerking, as if like it was taking photos. So if you remember that from Caldera, when that happened to PlayStation users, then that's something completely different. But it never happened in Zombies. It never happened at all in Zombies. And if you look, right, I'm jerking, and the lag's getting west and west and west, look. And it just so happens there's a player right next to me shooting me all of a sudden. So it's just a bit of a coincidence. I mean, I seen him go underneath the forklift truck, but there's so much like delay and lag. There's just nothing you can do. And then obviously I get slammed at that guy, so I don't know if it's that guy or the other guy. But either way, that is the inevitable outcome of what I'm doing to games. And what's this stupid fucking questionnaire? Do you think the game was too difficult? Do you think it was just right? Do you think it was somewhat easy? Do you think anybody ever in the history of Call of Duty is ever going to say it was somewhat too easy? It is far too easy. Maybe arrogant cheaters. are going to do that survey. But what kind of fucking survey is this? Why don't you put a box on it so people can describe why they disliked the game or why they left the game? And I think the reason you won't is because it shouldn't be, was it too difficult? What it should be, is the reason you left because of cheaters? Yes or no? Because that is the only issue the game has. You, as a company, have to be absolutely blind. You do not think that the cheating problem is out of control. This isn't people gaslighting. This isn't people, oh, just whinging, he's just whinging. This isn't people just whinging. This is the truth of the game. This is what happens, is people cheat, and then people start realizing, why am I going to play game mode when I need to be the last man alive or the last team alive when someone is already cheating and people of walls and aimbot, and you're basically playing a game mode, you have very little chance of winning. It's already a low chance of winning if you're not a very good player. But the fact that you're coupling that with people who are walling and people who are cheating is fucking madness. Now, I'm currently on, I've been playing Resurgence, so obviously you can see I've got a 3.8 KD. 50 games, 6 wins, plenty of eliminations, no deaths, next to no deaths. I haven't played that many games. And then obviously in Plunder, I'm a 4 KD. But I've mainly been grinding the camos. So I've been playing Plunder to do the camo grind. That's bang done because I'm leveling that up. So, as you can see, I'm doing the camo grind. That's why I've mainly been playing Plunder. But I'm not a bad player. I'm a relatively decent player. I know what I'm doing. I'm on PlayStation, just using a standard controller. So, playing Plunder, doing camo challenges, and obviously some weapons are fucking awful. You get to know and learn. You can kind of tell which players are like decent and good, and which players are doing something they shouldn't be. And all of a sudden, this season, it's like you start lagging, and someone comes on the corner and fucking slams you who isn't lagging, and it's blatantly obvious. It's blatantly obvious. Now, I did play some games this morning because obviously it's currently 1:10 in the afternoon in Britain at the minute, and the patch for Season 4 dropped 5 p.m. yesterday night. So, in 4 hours, the Season 4 would have been live for over 20 hours. It's for like nearly 24 hours now. So, in the 24 hours, the season's been up and thingy. You've managed to isolate the situation and then get the patch out. But I played this morning and it's exactly the same. Anyway, like I said, go check out ITSHAPA's channel. He's a very informative person who has a very good insight into cheats and the cheating circle and the problem, and what someone's doing that shouldn't be. And he exposes streamers who try and stream and say that they're not cheating, but they fucking blatantly are. And he points out why they are, and he shows why you can tell that they're cheating. And then obviously he has great insight into what Activision could do to combat the cheaters and how Activision don't do it. Like I said, links in the description of the tweet and obviously this video as well. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please make sure that you like it and share as well. Like, go online and spam Activision with this, because obviously, like I said, the proof I've showed you alone is enough for people to open their eyes and go, well, actually, yeah, this isn't an Activision server issue. This is Activision trying to combat cheaters, but they just won't be open and honest about it, because they know that as soon as they say, oh yeah, the lag is caused by cheaters, we're trying to combat it, everyone's going to know it's a losing battle because they can't stop it. And then on top of that, they might be able to, but they don't want to admit it, and they probably will work on it. But also, they're going to lose sales. People will stop playing the game, so they're going to lose numbers. And from a company point of view, I get why they wouldn't say it, but it's got to the point now where the company needs to be fucking blatantly honest and just state the obvious and say, look, unfortunately, this is the crack. He'd turn the servers off for a week and really work on fixing them and getting a fully functional anti-cheat into the game. And I know they won't, because it's the big wigs in the office that are probably pushing the patches out and forcing the devs to put the game out in the shit state it's in. Because at the end of the day, you know, if you're a manager of a supermarket, you tell the people to stack the shelves. They don't tell you what to do. They don't stack the shelves the way they want. They have to do it the way you tell them. It's the same thing with the devs. The devs don't own the company. The devs aren't the ones that are sort of sat behind the table going, hey, I'm putting this fucking pile of shit out. Some of them might have think, fuck this job, and they're just doing a shit job. But 90% of them get told what to do. Like there'll be someone saying, no, we want you to make sure the store's working. We want you to make sure this is working. And then the devs are just like, all right. Because then it's a case of do it or quit your job. You know what I mean? And if you've got a family to feed, then you're not going to just walk out on your job. But it will explain why a lot of people leave Activision and leave the company and go and find jobs elsewhere. Because obviously it sounds like it's just a fucking burning house. It's only a matter of time before the timber gives down. But anyway, I've ranted on and waffled on enough. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I said, share it all. Let's get on to Activision's case, and don't sort of attack the devs. It's not the devs that are doing a shit job. Well, kind of, but the devs are only doing what they're told, really. Like in the grand scheme of things, it's the higher ups. We need to put pressure on the higher ups to allow the devs to do their job and allow them to do it properly and do it well. And they need a working anti-cheat. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you're fucking mental just like me. Until next time, this is Warhawk out. Bye.